Hi everyone, this is Bharati. Today our topic is moving images. JavaScript provides some functions to create animation programs. By using these functions, we can make the objects to move around the web page. So how can we use them? What are those functions? Let's learn in today's class. So let's start the class. Moving images. JavaScript can be used to move a number of DOM elements around the page according to some sort of pattern determine a logical equation or function. So JavaScript provides some elements, DOM objects or any HTML element can move around the web page by using some functions or logical equation. JavaScript provides the following two functions to be frequently used in animations programs. So these are the functions which we can use in animation programs. These functions are set timeout function, set interval function and clear timeout function. This set timeout function, we have two parameters. One is function and another is duration. This set timeout function, this function calls function after duration milliseconds from now. So whatever the function we have mentioned in this set timeout function, this will be timed out after the duration whatever we provided here in the milliseconds. So after this time, this function will be no more active. Next one, set interval function. In this set interval function, also we have two properties. One is function, another one is duration. This function calls function after every duration milliseconds. So it will call the function after every duration of milliseconds, means after whatever the time we have provided here, after every milliseconds of this time, this function will be called. Clear timeout. In this we have only one property, that is set timeout variable. This function calls clears any timer set by the set timeout functions. So whenever the clear timeout calls, it will clear the time whatever the time we have fixed for the set timeout function, it will clear that time variable. JavaScript can also set a number of attributes of a DOM object, including its position on the screen. You can set top and left attribute of an object to position it anywhere on the screen. So here, to place the objects on the document object model, JavaScript provides some attributes. So those are the attributes top and left. So by using these attributes, we can place our object on the DOM in anywhere on the screen. Here is an example. In this program, we are taking an image object and this image will be displayed on the screen, that is, it will move from left to right within the web page. For that we have to write the program. So this is our program. See here we are creating two variables in JavaScript. So one is image object and another one is animate. So here we are taking image object to display the image and another variable is to animate the object, and we are declaring a function init. In this init function, we are initializing this image object with an image, that is document.getElementById my image, and this is document.getElementById means whatever the document object contains an element with the name my image, it will be initialized to the image object. So this ID will be declared in the body section. So let's check that one. Here is that image ID, my image. So here some source image is there. So this ID will be used in the function, init function. So here we are initializing the image object with my image. Next, here we are declaring image object dot style dot position. So whatever the image position we are representing in the window or in web page, that is the position is relative. So relative means, we will explain later, image object dot style dot left. So for this image object, this will be displayed on the left side of the web page, and that too it where from it displayed from 0th pixel. So here now relative means we are giving here the 0th pixel starting of the image in the web page is from the left to 0th pixel. So that 0th pixel is not exact starting point of the image object. It can be related to this pixel before or after to that pixel. So that means that is the relative means. Next we are writing another function move right. So this move right function, in this one image object we have placed the image left side. So for that we are giving here, for this image style we are adding some 10 pixels to that image, means we are moving a image from 0th pixel to 10th pixel from left to right. So here the 0th pixel, here we have given the initialize that image object left property with the 0th pixel. So it is a text data type. That's why here we are converting that into parseInt data type. So it will convert into data type, integer data type. So now it will have 10 0 data. So 0 plus 10 pixels it will move. Now animate, in this variable we are initializing this with the set timeout function. So set timeout, what we have mentioned, move right function. This is the move right function. It will be closed within the 20 milliseconds. So after 20 milliseconds it will not active anymore. So these are the functions we have written in the script, JavaScript function, JavaScript. Next, in the body section we have written onload equal to init. So that init function will be loaded whenever the page is loading. Next we are declaring an image tag, some image we are displaying, and some button with value move right. So whenever we click on the move right function, then this move right function will be executed. So this is our program. Let's see practically how it works. HTML tag. In this HTML I am writing body section. In this body I want to display an image, whatever we want to apply the animation for this image. So I am displaying image here, img tag, using img tag. ID I am giving here for this image as my image, and I am providing source of this image is image1 img1.jpg, whatever the image I have on my desktop I am providing here. Next I want to display a button. So input type button and the value for this button is value equal to start. So I am giving here the value as start, and for this button I want to apply a function whenever the user clicks this button. So on click event is equal to some function, that is move right. So closing the body tag, closing the HTML tag. So now I have to write this function in HTML head section, and also I want to give the position for this image whenever the page is loading. So the position is, I want to give the position as from starting, that is from the 0th pixel of the left side. So I have to write a function for this. So whenever I want to apply this function whenever the page is loading. So in the body section we have to write that body onload is equal to whatever the function I want to give it here. I am giving here init, initializing this function init. So now I have to write these two functions in head section. So I have to define here head section. We can write the functions in the JavaScript only. So script tag I am writing here, type equal to JavaScript, in this I have to write the functions. Before that writing functions we have to declare in the variables. To take the variables we will declare as variable image object. Initially it is initialized as we are giving the null value for this variable, and another variable animate we are declaring here. So now I am writing a function init. When the page is loading, what we have to display on the web page we are mentioning here. So in init function I want to display the image from the left side of the web page. So I have to take the image object from this image tag to one. That means from the body of the web page to this script tag. So I am writing here image object. I am initializing with image object with document dot get element by id. The element name is my image. So here I am providing the my image to the image object. Next one, for this image object I am providing for this image object style, as I am providing the position equal to, I am giving here relative. Next I want to give the position for this image object. So image object dot style dot left. It is an attribute. So I am giving here 0 pixel. This is what I am doing here in init function. So I am defining an object with and I am initializing this object with this image tag. That means this my image, and this image will be displayed from the 0th pixel, and that to relative position, means not in the exact 0th pixel, not from the cannot display the exact 0th position. Next I have to declare another function, that is move right function. In this I am giving as image object style left from left to. I am initializing this left property with image object dot style dot left plus as this is only one thing, so I am giving braces to this, plus 10 pixels I want to add for this image object to move from left to right. So 10 plus pixel, sorry, 10 plus pixel. So in this, for this attribute we have given the we have provided the value as text, but here we are adding the integer, so we have to convert this type as parseInt. Next we have to animate this one, so I am using this variable as animate equal to, I am using set timeout function. For the function move right, I am giving here 80 milliseconds. So within this 80 milliseconds the object will move from, that is image will move from left to right. After 80 milliseconds it will not work anymore. So this is the set timeout function. Now we have written the two functions whatever we mentioned in the body tag, that is init and move right. So I want to close the script tag and I want to close the head tag. This is our program. Save this one. On desktop I am giving here moving image. .html. Save this one. Let's execute this program. Open this moving image HTML page. So here our image is displayed from the left side to 0th pixel, that is in relative position, so it is not taking exact 0th pixel. I am clicking this button start. So it is moving from left to right within the 80 milliseconds only. After that 80 milliseconds it won't work. Okay, this is our moving image program. These are the books you have to refer. Thank you.